Hello and welcome to the first edition of
Giggle Box.
you were voted in your millions for the Carry On Christmas that we watched first of all for this, and by a country mile, it was the very first Carry On Christmas from 1969. So that's exciting. So we're going to sit and watch it, and it's not the whole thing. We're going to watch it as well, but Gemma will be brilliant and edit down to the best bits of this little chat.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Are you comfy? What have you got in front of you? You've got your tea.
I've got my tea. I've got my tea in my James Herriot mug. I've got a nice plate of freshly baked mince pies. Oh gosh, brandy mincemeat inside, delicious. Our bumper edition of the Christmas 2021 Radio Times, of course, except no substitute. Look at the size of that fella. It's basically Christmas now, isn't it? We're watching Christmas stuff for the next week or 10 days or something.
Yeah.
And
And we're ready to go. Right, so we've got the DVD loaded.
all right, it's in there, folks.
Let me just unmute.
Select your weapon from the first four. See, this doesn't include this box set. For those who have this, doesn't include Carry On Laughing's Christmas Classics from 1983, which was Kenneth Williams and Barbara Windsor doing a sort of truncated version of That's Carry On for Christmas 1983, which I won't go into the legal rights, but it wasn't on this box set. This is all the ITV specials between 1969 and 1973. This little Peter Butter popping up on the menu. And this is the first one. So
Right.
you've seen this before, haven't you? Yes,
yeah.
okay, right,
Yeah.
fine, grand.
Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
Let me just unmute.
Unmute it. You do get a little cartoon.
You do. Ready?
Menus.
Number one.
Go for it. So we're going on quite low, aren't we? So you can
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Perhaps.
little Barbara.
Knickers! Thank you, Sydney.
What would be Christmas without some knickers?
Oh, we get Peter introducing our world. Bless him.
Oh, here he is. Oh, gosh. And who's the dog in the background?
That's Heidi. That's
Heidi.
his lovely Alsatian. He loved his Alsatian dogs, did Peter.
Was this in his office at Pinewood?
This was shot at Pinewood. Oh, that's very brief. Before I had a chance. Pinewood Studios, where he had a lovely office right up until the last days.
Thames
and
TV.
Thames. So now, okay, so a little bit of context, I suppose, for this, because you might not know this, but I mean, in December 1969, you could go to the cinema and watch Carry On Again, Doctor.
Right.
So you could see there was a film for the Christmas season for this year, 1969. And they just shot Carry On Up the Jungle at this point. So there's some photographs of Barbara Windsor on the set at Pinewood Studios. She's not in Up the Jungle, of course, but she's in this. So there's some publicity shots of her in sort of jungle gear with Bernard Breslaw and Sid. And there's Peter.
Kicks his...
Cruel joke straight away, right?
Yeah. Well, he is cruel.
Breaking the fourth wall, Sid.
You can have it. What a waste of time, eh?
Who
Christmas.
else could be this? Could be the Carry On Ebenezer Scrooge, but Sid Jones.
Imagine if they were having Christmas now in these COVID times.
Oh man, Carry On COVID.
Carry on COVID.
Big Bernie.
Silly burgers.
So Tom Rothwell wrote this. Obviously, he'd written all the Carry-Ons from 1963 onwards. Niggers. And there we go. Look at the cast here. So Sid James, Terry Scott.
Wow, not bad. Second
Charles
billing.
Hawtrey, yeah. Bigger star on TV, of course. He was doing Scott On and those sort of things on telly at this time.
I love all of this with their
Hawtrey
wigs.
is superb in this. Oh, man. Almost steals it. So you got Dickens, right? So you got a comedy version of Dickens. Was it the first? No, it wasn't the first time. Smoking Boots.
Little baths. He does steal it, Hawtrey.
He's still in the turkey. Old goose there. He's only, yeah, but he's brilliant. I think Frankie Howard just about pips him when he pops in, but Hawtrey's so funny in this.
Take home something really useful for Christmas.
Bernard's got a loo.
Around the U-bend.
Terry and Snow. So also, this December 1969, there was a straight version of A Christmas Carol on the stage with, who do you know was playing Scrooge? Do you know who was playing Scrooge in that? In the straight version of 1969 on stage?
Newley?
No, not Anthony Newley. Wilfred Bramble.
Wow.
Come on. Don't you want to jump in a time machine and go back to see Wilfred Bramble do Scrooge? So this Christmas you could see Sid James and Wilfred Bramble play Scrooge. That's my sort of Christmas. Anyway, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Proper.
We're into it.
Straight into the plot now. Bit of Dickens.
His wig in this is just scraggly and awful. And you just don't imagine Bob Cratchit to be, you know, Bernard
A
Bresslaw.
hulking Bernard Bresslaw.
Because he's just too big. You just imagine Bob Cratchit as this, you know,
Not Tiny
weaselly
Tim. I know
little-
he should be emaciated, shouldn't he?
I know.
He's good. He's lovely performance in this actually, Bernard. This little cameo as Bob. Ooh, boom shadowing shot there.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That
Continuity.
happens. In Carry On Abroad, there's a boom that appears as
Is
well, or a
You see a
microphone.
mic coming to shot, don't you? Yeah. See it there? Just above Bernard's head.
I can't
There's
see
there's
it.
a shadow just gone.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
It's the
Tiny,
mic. It's
tiny.
just a shadow. Badly framed there. So the film series had been running since 1958, so 11 years, 12 years, and the year before this, huge box office, Up the Khyber and Camping, films 1 and 2 at the British box office, so it made sense to do something Christmassy. And Peter Rogers, in his wisdom, of course, thought there's an only finite amount of time you can release a Christmas film and make a box office hit on it, so he thought it's best to do it on TV. Christmas Eve, 1969. 8.1 million viewers watched this.
Sorry, I like that joke where he says, you know, only that time when you asked Doris when Doris was in trouble. And even then you couldn't have heard me. My favourite scene's about to happen.
Is this
Do you know what it
Charlie
is?
Hawtrey?
Yeah.
When he comes down on the wire.
Spoilers!
Yeah, sorry,
Spoilers!
you've all seen this one. Good panto.
Here we go.
There you go. It's a good laugh in his entrance there, if you pardon the expression.
Yes, that's all right. I say you had got a narrow entrance.
Narrow entrance. Ooh.
Quite saucy these gags for telly, you know.
Okay, Joe.
Okay.
Okay, Joe. That's it. That's my
Great.
for a
Oh,
bit.
he's so good in this. He's so good in this. Love it.
Something to warm your bellies and bring you comfort this Christmas. You heard me.
Warm your bellies. Oh, it's a onesie.
No ones, it's long johns. 21st century.
Well, that's the equivalent.
Long, evil Sid. He's good in this Sid.
It's quite nice seeing Sid play a bit of a bad character.
Yeah, played a couple, didn't he? Carry On Cowboy, he's a bit of a baddie. There's not ain't got many redeeming features in this, to be honest, is there? Right near the end, I mean, like in the story, like in A Christmas Carol, he sees the error of his ways at the end. But is this where he fluffs his line? He fluffs a line around it, doesn't he? And they don't do a retake for some reason.
So the old Poe gag.
The old Poe gang.
You get nice little callbacks, don't you, to like to the other kind of from the films.
Yeah. There's a lot of straight down the lens here.
Oh,
Jacob Marley, Hawtrey again. I'm sorry, I'm taking it back. He does pitch this completely Hawtrey. Not gonna mean Wade, was it Wade and I'm moaning here?
this is too.
Yeah.
Do you know who that's like? It's like
Elton John
and-
in the new Spin Image.
Oh.
Oh, hello. They've just done a Christmas special, of course, which we watched the other day, and they've got a lovely little pastiche of A Christmas Carol in there too. So it's never not done. Christmas Carol will be done for years and years. Margate is doing a stage version this year, of course.
I say. It's got to be a drop the ball gag.
He does. It doesn't bounce, isn't it? Like made out of rubber, isn't it? I say.
He's got like a bad Gandalf wig on.
It's good. Oh God, look, I'd pay to see that. Carry on, Lord of the Rings. It's got one. I think he's ad-libbing a lot, actually. There's a lot of business going on here. So recording in front of a live audience as well, you see. So this is Tennyson Studios, so they were really hamming up for the invited audience.
So again, it must have been one take. That's probably why they leave.
Well, they could, but it's telly.
Lines.
It's telly. They could have done a retake. It's television. Get the warm-up man in. But he gets away with it. You what? Maybe it's with Barbara, is it?
Yeah, look at him.
Think of all the poor unfortunates that you've loved, cheated and destroyed. Will you get out of it? You just name me one. Last Christmas Eve, for example, that poor doctor who came to your
This is it.
charged up your sovereigns to finish some important research and did you let him have it? Yes, right in the...
Oh no, this is the Hammer one, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the Dracula one.
What you did to that poor man. No, and I don't care. But you will. Come back with me.
So
Come back.
you got
Come
Terry
back.
Scott as Dr. Frankenstein, and Peter Butterworth as Count Dracula. Come on, what casting!
I think what I like about this one is it ticks all the boxes. You know,
Yeah.
it's got
Well,
all
it's
the
good,
kind
yeah.
of classic
Absolutely.
stories in it.
Well, you got to have Christmas Carol. That's your sort of narrative, your linking story, as it were. And you got a bit of Hammer horror here. So again, this is I'm loving this. Sorry, stopped me verdict before. Terry Scott, the legend that is. So for the summer of 1969, Hammer had released Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Peter Cushing as Dr. Frankenstein. And for the Christmas 1968, the latest Dracula film would have been Dracula Has Risen from the Grave. So you've got Hammer horror going on at this time, and you've got the Carry On team spoofing it 3 years after Carry On Screaming. It's Peter.
Yay!
Hey! Evening all. Oh, you're brilliant. I want to see Butterworth do a complete film as Dracula.
His cravat. I mean, they're very lavish costumes.
Good rep acting makeup. Look at that ashen white face. See, Peter was part of Terry Scott's Scotland team.
Yes,
BBC
of course.
television
Yeah.
at this time. So they were old mates. Good bit of Terry Scott acting there. but they're playing it. They're not playing it like they're playing it for a TV audience, aren't they?
Mm.
This is not film performance. They're really bringing it down, intimate, down the camera ends again at Peter. Every 20, that's a bit like Brother Belcher there. Intonation on that last line. That up the climber.
Do you not? Don't open till Christmas.
It's alright. It's Christmas Eve. Oh,
Bit of screaming call back there.
Yeah, totally. No, that's the Christmas tree before.
Oh
In the
god.
corner. How many times have I seen this? Never noticed that tree there. No, this is bad, isn't it? It's funny. Of course it is. Not sure what the hell's going on here.
It's alright, he's just slipped off the cage.
Good gag. Oh.
Fanny loves Frankie. Ooh.
There you go. Frankie loves Fanny as well. Oh, hello. I think Terry's enjoying this a bit too much.
I think he is. Good job that box is in front of him.
Quite, yes. And he got paid as well.
Oh look, now he's got his
Good
fangs
bit
in.
of fang acting there. Fantastic, Peter. Oh, and now we got the reveal now. This is Recharge Fanny.
Recharge
That's an outrageous
Fanny.
joke. That's outrageous for telly. 1969. Saucy Babs.
The outfit's a little bit revealing as well. I think she's got.
It's sort of dominatrix, isn't it? A bit latex, isn't it?
Well, I think she's got a special bra on there.
Well, she
The
had a
nipples look
special bra, Babs, didn't she? Oh, a bit Madonna.
Yeah. This was the inspiration.
Pre-Madonna, exactly. Yes, everything comes from the carry-ons. Even Madonna's bra. Oh, this is naughty as well. Got it for him. Look at this present Peter's got. He's cracking up. Look at it. He knows this is filthy.
Oh. No, it's not.
No, but come on. Look at the way they're playing it. It's,
From Dracky. It's
a beauty. It's a beauty. Peter's corpsing. Quite apt for Count Dracula.
Do you think it's long enough?
It's the funniest nose I've ever seen. Now this is great. Now because Bernard Breslau here is the Frankenstein monster. He was the original choice for the Hammer's creature in Curse of Frankenstein, losing out to the second choice, Christopher Lee. Bernard Breslau always said he lost the part because he was too horrible to play it. But this is one for Hammer fans. Bernard Breslau finally playing the monster, and brilliantly too.
Blow. It's alive.
It's absolutely. Oh, good, very good. Bit of Colin Clive there. One for the Universal fans.
Oh, here we go.
Good makeup though. He's doing the Boris Karloff makeup as well. Very good.
Enough.
It's good set though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the whole set of the whole.
Teddington Studios. Then there's a little top bit almost fell off there. Good makeup though, Breslau.
Oh, thank heavens! Now at last I'm free from the embraces of Fanny.
The embraces of Fanny.
A homosexual Frankenstein monster. What more do you want for Christmas?
Oh, why not?
No, I love it. Really good.
Oh
to
look,
see
you get
that.
the little, you know.
That's your. Oh, that's
What do you call that thing?
Commercial. That's your little commercial break.
Yeah, but it's not got a
It's got a technical term.
Yeah.
Little fuzzy thing.
fuzzy thing.
That's just the on the spools into the commercials. See, I want Network DVD have done a few things with the Avengers, the old TV series, not the modern superhero stuff, where you can actually watch it with the original commercials in the slots. If that makes sense, because this is. Do they cut? Oh hello, no, this is it, isn't it? Hello, this is cool. The lining. They do cut to it, don't they? Boom. Oh no, they lose it. End of part 1.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, Hattie's great. Oh yeah, all the
Hattie's
in
still as
drag, aren't they?
matron. Or Mother Abbess in this.
Yes, quite. Yeah.
Ooh, little flash of the knickers.
Get Terry.
It's got
and-
purple ones.
Oh yes. Oh gosh, look at that.
Purple sparkly ones.
Well, it is Christmas after all. Any excuse for Peter and Terry to get dressed up in drag.
I don't think Peter's wearing any. Oh no, he's got little.
Has he got little gold knickers, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's
I don't think
lovely.
you've got much
But
there,
this is
boys.
lovely. It's a variety show. It's a variety. It's great. And Hawtrey.
Oh, look.
It's quite tasty. Hawtrey. It's so.
What? Wasn't there this whole thing on Twitter where it was like,
Oh, yeah,
which
it was
one in drag?
First lockdown, wasn't it? Me and my mate Steve O'Brien. Who do you fancy? And the Carry On guys dressed up as a woman. Oh, come on. Bernard's always hot. A bit tall. What's he? Oh, he's got red frilly ones on him. Father Christmas knickers on. No, this is lovely. You see, you couldn't do this in the films, but it's a telly show.
Hawtrey is stealing it.
They're playing to the audience. Hawtrey is stealing it. You wait till Frankie Howard turns up. He just about. Oh, I know.
Oh, he's got orange ones.
Lovely. Elasticated too. I'll be bound.
Oh. Come along now, girls. Oh, Peter through the legs.
I had one when I started.
He's always on the verge of corpsing. But you notice that under the legs of the Breswell.
Yeah.
Best physical comedian of the team, Butterworth. Any excuse to get an extra laugh that wasn't on the scripted page. He's got a lot of padding, Hawtrey, isn't he there?
Yeah.
Blimey.
Hattie's fantastic. She keeps a straight face
Unlike
throughout.
Peter. Peter's always got. Yeah, Hattie's great, isn't she? Oh, yeah. Look, this is a great cast.
Oh, the overbearing.
Oh,
Ooh!
oh, I know.
Ooh! Good, good. Oh.
She likes going down to see the doctor, miss. Yeah, because he gets a pain in his hip.
Terry Scott doing his My Brother. Yes, it is Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Lovely. Hawtrey's going as well.
Hawtrey's being a good little girl.
He's laughing.
Yeah. Here comes Sid.
Here comes Sydney.
Yeah, we're saving a couple for me.
Recycling a gag from up the Khyber there. Hawtrey looking under. What's that called? Now you're a religious person. What's that hat? she's
A
wearing?
wimple.
Wimple, thank you.
Oh. Oh, Betty's knickers have fallen down.
Lost his knickers.
Father Christmas lost his knickers
Well, quite.
on the motorway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we
Oh,
go. Oh,
hello.
brother, yes. Goes to Christmas present. Blimey.
I'm sure she would give you a Christmas present.
Get rid of my stocking this year. What?
Ooh.
Oh, she was so cute, though, wasn't she? Bless her. This is where he fluffs it. Because this is what Browning bit, isn't it? The poet.
Now, Bonnie, go Tell it to go and get published. All right, wait a minute.
Whoever needs a school, you will live to regret that.
Well, what have I done?
You refusing that poor parent alone.
Him branding a poor parent? He's dead lousy, not well.
Oh, but
He's dead lousy, not poor. It should have been. But he chucks in a little Sid laugh to cover it. Gets away with it. Because there's no retake on that.
Let me show you what's going to happen to them because of your
Yeah, well, show me later.
Oh no! Look, Ebenezer!
Luke!
Look!
Luke! Luke!
Look! Alright, so we've got Frankie Howell coming in a minute, which is brilliant.
And furthermore, you will remain locked in this room until you agree never to see that miserable
Terry Scott
Bit of
again.
rep acting from That's why he's got a good bit in it. He's getting all the best parts in it. It's not fair, you know.
Yes, Papa.
Stop shouting at your father.
Well, in that case, I shall stay locked in this room until I die, because I can never agree not to see Robert again.
What was that?
I love
You don't want to see Robert again, do you? Hello there.
Oh, yeah.
What? I'll be here Christmas Eve. Hopefully.
In all your glory.
In all my glory. All my seasonal attire.
Oh, Robert, will you find a way?
Always, if I get the right script writer. Alright, so Frankie Howell had done Carry On Doctor in 1967. And there was worries on Robert Rothwell's part that Carry On comedy wouldn't transfer to telly. But in September 1969, for the BBC, he'd written the comedy Playhouse of Up Pompeii with Frankie Howard, when it really worked, and they got a series commission for the next year. And that's why they did this as well. That helped convince them to do this. But, and here he comes, down the
Come
chimney.
on, Robert.
Look out for Frankie and his toupee problem.
They're not going down a chimney in this.
Oh, come, it's a good
Or up
reveal.
one.
It's a good reveal, this. Greetings. He must leave his wig down, look.
Oh, yeah. Just checking. It's in place. Yes, yes.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yes.
no, no more touching.
And what?
That's the last time love will find that way. But what an entrance to give anybody. I can avert myself. Someone's left a flute brush up there. Well, I mean, no, don't. No, it's wicked. No, Mrs. Tell her, darling. No, it's wicked to not be afflicted. It's no joke clambering down to a flute brush. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. Listen a minute. Now I know what it feels like. I shall never use a pipe cleaner again. I tell you that.
He's straight down the camera, isn't he?
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. Well, they started doing this. Oh, there she is. At Pompeii.
God, he looks
Prologue.
like Rupert the Bear.
Oh,
Those trousers.
great trousers. Good outfit.
That is Rupert the Bear's outfit, though. I've never realised that before.
I bet it's historically accurate. Rupert Browning? Robert Browning used to wear those.
Hattie's just going with it. I think a lot of this was ad-libbed, wasn't it?
He certainly milked it. Yeah. There's a bit. Yeah, always a bit all thrown in. Definite ad-lib coming up here. When he says, go on, have a look. And it cuts to Hattie and then cuts back to him. He goes, that's it. Go on. That's it, man. You got him. You got him in your palm of your hands now, Frank. What are you saving film? He's pleased with that one.
Just thinking, keep that one.
Yeah. Leave that one in. Yeah.
She is but a shadow of her former self. When I first met that girl, she was a fine, big, strapping girl. Look at her now. None of the straps on me. Is it?
Oh, poor old Hattie.
I've got something that will make her.
You realise though how good she is.
Oh, brilliant.
She is. She's a raver.
Brilliant stooge. You've got a Hattie on our tree. You probably can't see this, but there's a little fatty Hattie on our top of our tree.
Oh, let me get
Oh,
Hattie.
you're going to get her now.
Let me see. I hope she doesn't It's where the tree falls on me.
Yeah, there we go, isn't it? Yeah. There she is. It's not an official Hattie, but I call her Hattie because she's a bit chumpy, bit chubby.
Collector's item, not a child's toy.
It's not. It's a cuddly Hattie Jokes.
Her thing's quite short.
Pardon?
Her dress, it just
Oh, yeah.
doesn't quite cover her bum.
Wow, there you go. None of the straps will meet, as Frankie just said. Look.
So where did you get her? Is there a story with this?
I honestly can't remember. Years ago, I just saw it in a I think it was a second-hand shop. And I just thought it looked like Hattie Jokes.
It does
So
a
I
bit.
thought
Yeah,
I'd get
look,
her for
it's
the
her
top of the
little
tree.
curly hair.
Yeah, curly hair. Yeah.
I
And she's
don't
a bit chubby. So anyway,
Oh,
there you go.
little Hattie.
Fatty Hattie, we call her. Anyway, she'll
I'm gonna sit with her now.
watch herself on telly.
She can sit here. Right, hat?
Don't knock her over. It's Frankie, look, he's not earning a BAFTA here. Look, he's working his socks off and no one's watching him.
No, sorry. Hattie's,
So this was it for Frankie Harold and the Carry-Ons. He wrote when they finished filming on Up the Jungle, just before they shot this, end of 1969, he wrote a letter to Peter Rogers, creator and producer of the Carry-Ons, as you know, saying, as it was 2 years since my last assignment with you for Carry On Doctor, I hope to see you at the end of 1971. And he never did. He wasn't in Carry On Matron, alas. But he was doing the Up Pompeii films, all those at that time, was he? So, busy in other things. No.
Are you ready for it?
Oh, hello, Hattie.
The sky was full of stars. We reached the gate in silence, and I lifted down the bars. You neither smiled nor thanked, unless you knew not how, for I was just a farmer's boy.
You're right. Yes. Ah,
Oh,
crestfallen, Hattie.
I found that moving.
Oh, Robert, you will be famous one day. Oh, yes, I know it. I've seen the writing on the wall.
Ooh, in the gents.
I wasn't meant for publication. I just dashed it up while I was standing there. Oh, you get so bored suddenly doing nothing, and you see, when you get tired of reading all those silly notices, they don't even rhyme, you know.
That's another one. I'm laughing myself and I'm in it. I'm not showing you that Pompeii film yet, have I?
No.
We watched the Up Pompeii's first lockdown. One of our this year Comedy's The Answer.
First lockdown. I don't know what lockdown we're going to be in now.
7, isn't it? I don't know.
Time to watch more Carry On Christmases.
Oh, well, absolutely, yes. Well, we'll watch them all. We're not going to do this on every one, are we? Oh, God, we could
We
just
could,
leave it running.
well, maybe.
Leave it
Who
run.
knows?
I don't always talk over the stuff when I'm watching. I just make that.
You never talk over
I
stuff when you watch
really
it.
keep really quiet and watch it, but we are just doing this because I've seen this a million times.
They look lovely when they're green like that. Where should I go?
They're a bit old, aren't they, these two, to be young lovers?
What?
What?
Rubbish? Well, yeah. Actors. Good rep acting. You know, playing all, that's what it is really. Playing all sorts of parts, aren't they? Hattie's great in this. But yeah, mean to little Hattie there, look.
Yeah.
Terry's all, I mean, how old was Terry when he did? Terry's only 42 when he did this. Look at him, got the old rep talcum powder over his hands, make him look older. I don't need that anymore.
I think there's supposed to be a young Hattie on the wall.
Oh, was it? Oh, see, look, there's Frank doing a bit of character acting.
See, this reminds me a bit of the Dr. Zhivago.
Zhivago, which I did later. Yeah,
Which
for
they
Matron.
did in Matron,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well,
Which
it is all
was
that.
what, just after
Vinds
this?
and all that. A
Yeah.
couple of years later, yeah. October 71 they shot that.
So I wonder if they would have given Sid those directions based on this.
Well, Tom Rockwell would have probably reused it. It was funny because he thought, oh, television, it's like wallpaper, moving wallpaper they call television. So he would recycle some of these jokes later on, thinking that people were...
If it got a good laugh.
Yeah, well also, there was no... They did repeat this actually later on, but he would hope that 3 years hence, or 2.5 years hence, people have forgotten that joke by then. Unlike us fans that watched them all, you know, back to back and know
Well,
them
they probably
backwards,
never
but,
thought they'd become such classics, you know.
But they're old gags anyway. But no, you're right. It is a bit dodgy.
Old gags are the best gags.
Not old gags. Talking of old gags, of course, Benny Hill had just joined Thames as well. The month before this,
Oh.
he'd gone from BBC to commercial. So yeah, it was almost an in-house style smut for Thames Television.
Ooh.
Oh, hello. What?
You do that. It's so annoying. It's not as funny as that.
Oh, cool, thanks. Yeah, well, I'm not a comic genius like Frankie Howard. I do that. I can't. My entire mannerism is a mixture of Sid Jones and Frankie Howard, really, isn't it? So it's quite a weird combination.
Yeah.
What?
What?
You do it as well.
It's because you do it.
Picked it up now. What?
What?
Rubbish. We do that as well. Rubbish.
Rubbish?
Take the rubbish out, she says, and I say rubbish. It's a laugh a minute in Shays Rosh, you know.
Shiz Rush.
Shays Rosh.
Shiz
Shays
I thought there was a fire dog there, but it's not.
Oh no. I love fire dogs. You must know this about me. When we're back at Comedy Cottage, I'll show you my fire dogs. But we've seen fire dogs in every movie we watch now, haven't we? Every sitcom seems to have a fire dog in it now. You know what I mean? The little porcelain by the hearth with an open fire.
Don't bother.
Oh, he's pinching it. Yes.
Ooh.
There's a lot of heterosexual embracing for Frank here. Oh,
Ooh.
lost his rep moustache. You think there's a young Hattie on that wall then? You think?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
All
think
right,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be her little dress.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. Oh, right, that's nice.
The longest death on television.
Yeah, he's after another BAFTA.
Step aside, please. Yeah, I never noticed that painting before.
Nice set dressing this.
What do you think? Is that Hattie on the wall? That is the question, viewers.
And if you have that picture, please send it to Comedy Cottage, Buckinghamshire. It'll find me, I promise. It's like John Wayne American used to find him.
That is a look. That's so. Come on, get on with it. I'm fed up with
I'm a
this
pro
scene.
here. Come on.
Is his jacket changed colour?
Well, he's got the doctor's
Oh yeah.
disguise, hasn't he? Yeah. Oh, too late. See, everybody else is allowed to have a great time, but Sid's got to be Sid. He's got to be Scrooge the whole way through. Everybody else is loving it. Rep acting, going crazy here. Oh. This is funky Bernard Breslau, isn't it? It's the spirit of Christmas yet to come.
The 70s.
It is the 70s, that's about to come, isn't it? Yeah. Flower power stuff. Yeah. Bit of a callback to Carry On Camping.
Yeah,
You think the hippie outfit?
It's probably the old costumes.
But it probably is, yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll do. Right, make that work into a script.
I think those glasses are the same.
Peace, man. Yeah, baby. Scroogey baby.
I bring you, man, I bring you a deep, deep message. Well, get on with it. Look, man, all your life, you've robbed, you've cheated, and you've bullied, and you've lied. I know that. What have I done wrong? Cool it, Daddy, cool it. You're real mean. Let's get it together, Scrooge, baby. Let it all hang out.
Ooh, let it all hang out.
Great
So,
reaction for
what?
Sid there.
Boy, you need soothing. I'm gonna soothe you, Daddy.
Oh, he's lost his bell.
Hello, my clapper's fallen. Yeah, it's almost cold weather.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. And Sid was having a good Christmas. You could have seen him on Christmas Day, the day after this, on ITV. All-Star Christmas Carnival. Little interlude with Victor Spinetti for Two in Clover, his current sitcom. So Sid was all over Christmas this year.
Ooh.
That's my sort of Christmas. A Sid James Christmas. Oh, no.
Oh.
I know, a bit of panto, bit of naughty panto now. Before Jim Davison and Carry On did a bash at it.
Oh, Babs.
Poor old sisters, scrubbing floors and cleaning windows, always wearing the same old rag. Isn't life a bleak
In drag. She's got nice nails though for someone who's scrubbing a floor.
Yeah, oh, with shadows, yeah.
Yeah, I've never noticed that.
Oh, here's the uglies.
Oh,
Terry and Peter.
the dynamic duo.
Oh, man, they're great.
And then I'll work the hands to blisters. They've got a couple of boys on call to take them to the Christmas ball. For dates they're never at a loss because they always come across.
Oh,
Yeah,
cheeky.
By the way,
Woo! Look at those legs, Peter. Whoop!
with the tinsel. He was probably doing panto with Harry Worth. Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
They'd all be doing panto this season as well, so you could watch this and then nip round and see him.
Work hard. I mean, it
Live.
shows
Oh,
how
yeah,
hard
yeah.
they all
No, they've all
worked.
been doing panto this year for sure, yeah. Old King Cold. Peter usually do.
Now, I think, if I remember rightly, not to spoil this for anybody, but I'm sure Tyler Butterworth talks about his dad's legs looking. Was it his dad's legs? Somebody's legs looking great.
Oh no, it was it wasn't his dad, but it was one of the guys in the camp concerts during the war. There was some bloke who had amazing legs. But
Peter's,
his dad's
look at those.
Well, having gone through, because obviously you must go and see Tyler's show, a bit of a carry on, coming to a theatre near you, I'm sure soon. Having gone through a lot of Peter's old archive with Tyler over the years, there are so many. He was thinking, my dad on a problem. He was thinking there was so many pictures of him in drag, obviously panto, but all sorts of comedy shows he would get into with Scott on, with Terry Scott with Scott on. He would get into drag a lot, and he loves it. Look, he loves it.
They're both loving it. Look.
Oh, they're brilliant, but they were brilliant on stage. These two.
They just look like the end of the night where, you know, one of your fake eyelashes has fallen off. And
You got some friends that look like Terry Scott. no names, no backdrop here. But anyway.
I know who you're thinking
Yeah,
of
okay.
as well.
Yeah, thank you. He's got your dimple there, Terry, as well. Look, say that. Look, he's got your little dimple there. I think he's put it on. It's a bit of a Margaret Lockwood
Yeah, they've sort of...
beauty spot, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's got
Oh,
dimples.
he's got a dimple.
No, he has
Yeah,
got
he's-
dimples.
He's got the gem. He's got the fanning dimple. Oh, I'm all behind.
Oh,
Now that, although she might look rancid, it's a bit of stuff I've always fancied.
oh, might look rancid, but I always fancied.
There you go. Go on, Sydney. It's Christmas.
I can't actually imagine Barbara Windsor doing scrubbing floors, can you? I think
I'm
she's
not going to
too
say anything about
classy
Barbara
a,
being a scrubber or anything. No,
classy a lady to...
Well, yeah, of course she is. She was glamorous. Loved her. She must have done. She must have played Cinderella. I saw her give a fairy godmother in Cinderella
Yeah.
in Wimbledon. She was great in Panto. Loved it.
Boy, I'll try again. I'll get her on a non-stop train. That sounds a silly thing to say, but there they must go all the way.
Boom, boom.
They're all such gluttons, except perhaps for dear sweet Buttons.
Buttons!
Oh, no.
Oh, hello.
Somebody call my name.
Why is he dressed as
Because he's got it
Aladdin?
wrong, hasn't he? He's got the wrong Panto.
Darling, isn't it just divine?
Darling.
What they call me a daddy line. I managed to get it from a sweet Janet man in Carnaby Street. It's for this evening's celebration, my dear.
You can see they've just pulled the costumes from whatever they can get their hands on.
Oh, Sweet wants to get me into bed.
Don't you think, oh, aren't you lucky? I've often thought he was rather ducky.
Oh! It's him and Frankie together.
Yeah, I think you've got to give it to Charles, haven't you?
I already have a date. It's very much to be deplored.
Oh, you mean when they appear together? Yeah. Yeah. When Frankie does his Mae West.
Well, dear, I've always said don't hoard it. What you need is a good fairy.
I think his wig's coming off and all.
It's his little lid.
Yes, dear, I fear it rather can. I really think that I ought to rub it.
No, give it here and let me.
Me rub it. Ooh.
He's so camp in this. Camp in
Oh, I
this.
love this.
Look at it, come on. What? Is that something?
Looks like someone else I know as well.
I know you mean as well.
It's the
You know
butt.
you know the funniest people, don't you?
I do.
It's the fag he's got on. It's the,
Large and pink.
Large and pink.
I'm your good fairy. Who do you think it was, Danny LaRue?
Danny LaRue. It's the arse. See, Kim Kardashian
well,
got
quite.
nothing on Frankie's.
Well,
I always carry my own pillion.
Ooh.
it is a bit, isn't it?
Common as muck. I think they turned down Vanessa Redgrave for this part.
Good fairy dear, why are you here?
Well, you ought to know, dear, you did the rubbing. I was all got up to go out pubbing.
Pubbing.
And I can do rhymes as well as you. Oh, yes.
And who are you?
Much indeed. What are you?
Another ad lib.
What are you gaping at? Well, don't look now, but I think you have one larger than the other one. That's right, big mouth. Tell everybody it's the biggest mouth in Panto. The fairy make a small boob now and then.
He wants to crack up.
Have you never seen a fairy before? One such as you I've never seen. If you're the fairy, I'm the king.
Oh, the Queen!
Yes, there's many a true word spoken.
Say old Queen. That's another one. Oh god, he's good. He's good. But there, you're right. When Charles is watching Frank work, there's that little. He just look. That's him, isn't it? He's laughing naturally. He's not acting laughing there.
Oh, please.
It's a joy. This absolute joy. This. They're all having a great time.
Old man, I am the fairy. We've done all the jokes. So well, I've seen fairies in some hot places, but I've never seen so many hot places in a fairy. Everyone takes the mickey out of me, don't they? To think I turned down the role of Peter Pan to play this. Come on.
Now, Peter Pan. I think Babs must have played Peter Pan in her time.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. Yeah, Anita Harris did a few Peter Pans around this time. I'd have to look up what which Pans they were doing. We might do a follow up in a minute once I've googled it. Let's think. Was Sid in Panto in '69? Probably not.
Oh, don't worry, it's not for you. I'm going to take your place.
Ooh!
Hello.
Take your
Look
place.
at these. My two absolute comedy heroes face to face here.
All right, come here, skinny.
Skinhead.
And we owe it all to them of how we
Well,
met.
we do. Well, certainly Frank. Thanks, Frank. You know that story, don't you? It's... Watch the YouTube film. Is it on the Frankie YouTube film? I'm sure we cover that, don't we?
I'm sure.
Look at our Frankie Howard YouTube book club from last year.
Yay, nice it's back.
So you see, look, this is the way you do it. Look, now I want to show you Blackadder's Christmas Carol. I know you're not a fan of Blackadder, but they do a great Christmas Carol spoof. Kenny Everett's Christmas Carol. Oh, it's Hattie. Oh.
Hello. Disgusting old man. That's a real carry-on trait. They really, enunciate the word disgusting.
Disgusting.
This is my favourite.
Oh,
this ending.
Yeah. Oh, so
Oh,
loses his
the hat.
nightcap. It's not a cap's gone. Bit of fake Tennyson Studio snow. Wonderful. Well done, chaps. Treasure Island next year, I think.
No.
No, it is. It's the year afterwards, Treasure Island.
Oh no, I thought you meant we're going to watch
No,
that
we're going to
next
watch it.
year.
No,
No, I don't like that one.
Oh, that's fun. Black and white. Yeah, I mean, look, creator and producer of the Carry On series, Peter Rose, by arrangement with. He oversaw the script. He changed a few bits in the script, but it was mainly Toddy Rothwell's genius there. Toddy
And
Rothwell
there we
does
go.
Charles Dickens. Wonderful. Well, I enjoyed that. So I'm sure we've got something fun out of there. But shall I? Where's your phone, darling?
It's being used at the moment.
Is it? Oh,
Ooh.
it's being you. You've been charged, are you? I was going to look up their Pantos.
Oh well,
What they were doing
do
that time.
after.
I just do it for my own pleasure.
Right, to you, darling.
Tea, darling. Yes, darling. Do you want a mince pie, darling?
I think so.
Niggers! I enjoyed that.